Well, hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is my Smiling Friends Season 3. Spoiler, mild spoilers, but full video review. So without further ado, let's discuss. So guys, as I said, this is going to be a full review for Season 3 of Smiling Friends. And I wanted to make this video because I have not talked about Smiling Friends at all here on the channel. And a couple of things to get out of the way. This is an Adult Swim show that my friend recommended to me. We watched, we binged the first 2 seasons in the past year or so, whenever, at some point when I was in college, when I was home for break. I think it was last Christmas break, we watched it, both seasons, and I would say I'm hooked. This is not my top 10 shows, but I love some of my honorable mention shows. Rick and Morty is an Adult Swim show. It's my favorite show that I've seen. My favorite show. And this show, but yeah, I love it a lot. And so I think the first season had all the way through had 8 episodes, and then the Go to Brazil episode was a special 9th episode, and then season 2 had 8. Just 8 altogether, and this one ended with 8, but there's rumors that we might get 2 more. So if that's the case, I'll just make an extra video for those 2 episodes whenever they come out. No idea if they're coming out the next 2 following weeks or not. But right now, people are saying that this is it. There's only 8, so I'm making this video just to talk about the 8 episodes. So I have no idea if I lied, if people are lying. Whoever's lying, I'm not the one that's lying, so cool. We're gonna kick off with the first episode, Silly Samuel. Now, I heard that this wasn't the strongest premiere of the 3 seasons, but as I hadn't watched the show for a year, I didn't remember. I remembered its antics, but I didn't remember how much craziness went into it. I was on a roll from start to finish with this episode, from start to finish with this season. Silly Samuel can be annoying, but I think that one of the show is called Smiling Friends. At the end, they make them smile. They reach their goal. And by the way, the Mr. Boss Allen B plot in this episode kills it. If you think that Silly Samuel's annoying, just stay tuned for the B plot that goes on, because then Glep saves the day by the nail. The performance review in this episode is by far the best thing, and the end gag will get you. It's so good. I just love this. I love this premiere, and funny enough, the Silly Samuel animation, the animation just cranks it up to 100 or even 1,000 with the whole season. And this episode, I loved it. I can't even begin to pronounce the next episode title, but it's the Mr. Frog episode. And my question is this the last we see of him? I don't know. I was gonna mix all 3 words together. That if this is the second time we see Mr. Frog, because I remember the first Mr. Frog episode, I don't remember if he's been in it since that original episode or not. I have to go back and look, but I didn't bother to. And this episode was amazing, just from the opening, the Mr. President scene, him being president, and then him turning it over to the peanut, classic. And then we just get this episode's an 8.9 out of 10 of rating, where I'm looking at IMDb, and it's just. Then we get Creed Bratton as his dad in live action. It's what they're able to do. It kind of takes it an emotional turn. The episode's silly and then emotional, and then just a theoretical thought of manifestation with him having an existential crisis epiphany, and then him, I guess, going away in the void. I don't know. So that's fascinating. Love that one. Basically, I loved all of these, so just stay with that. Just know that. Basically, I didn't hate any of these episodes really. Maybe we'll see. Mole Man, again, I just said I didn't hate any of these episodes. I was laughing, but the Alan and Gleb B plot I kind of enjoyed more. And then when they teamed up, like I kind of Mole Man is unsettling. I like the Silly Samuel character more. I was laughing at his antics more so than at him. But then the best part of the episode when they all meet, all the Smiley friends just all meet up at the end, and the woman at the house that Alan and Gleb are at, are like, she's like, "Oh, I like you." He's like, "Finally, I can live again." And it's like this. Okay, sure, that happened, I guess. And the Halloween episode. Okay, I have gripes with this one. Not the episode itself, but why did they put this out like November 1st or 4th, whatever? Yeah, it was November 2nd that they premiered this. Hello? Like, premiere it like a week, or like, they could have switched out the 3rd episode and the 4th episode. But no. It's cool. I love this episode. The animation designs for like the witch and then like Charlie melting. Very amazing. And then the twist. This is a 9.1 out of 10. Definitely a really good one of the season, and just to show the Halloween horror and like what the witch was bringing to the twist at the end that it's not really happening, and but you thought Pim was going on a rampage. Just amazing stuff there. And episode 5, Pim and Charlie save Mother Nature with the claymation, the claymation element of Mother Nature, and then her singing that song, the creepy song. It's so good. Reminds me of the creepy song where Pim's pen pal Oscar, where you saw him in that. What was it, like Pimtopia? Not Pimtopia. Pixeltopia. I don't remember. But yeah, I like the. Oh, and the rotoscoping, like when Mr. Boss like daps up Pim, and just. Yeah, again, the animation quality, especially in Squim Returns, when you see like this, again, claymation, like distorted effect on Charlie when he's sick, and Squim, like this 80s cartoon character, just doing all this, like, gotta be positive, gotta be positive, gotta be. Like, I was like comparing it to SpongeBob and then myself, because like the positivity and just the antics, just bouncing off the walls, and then. Again, I think Squid Returns is probably one of my favorites because of like how silly it really was. Signified smiling friends and really silly. Like when Charlie just wants to stay away from work or is playing hooky, and he's like, "You gotta get." Mr. Boss is like, "You gotta get here now." So I really like that one quite a bit. Schmoogles was. Here's the unfortunate thing for me. Schmoogles really was. I probably would rather watch Mole Man. I laughed quite a bit at the Schmoogles, but the bald head thing, I was laughing at first when it was a ripoff of Smurfs. I was like, oh, this is awesome because we just got the Smurfs movie this year, and now they're ripping it off. That's really funny, right? And then they show the wizard's bald head, and I was kind of like put off, and I was like, his whole thing, like, okay, maybe this will happen, and then. The joke at the end with, like, Schmooglet or whatever instead of Smurfette. I was like, okay, that was funny, but the episode kind of just turned me off with the whole bald head thing. I'm not trying to exclude bald people, but it's just so off-putting. I'd rather watch the Mole Man episode over this one. So it was kind of funny, and I don't hate the show over the episode. But it kind of got off-putting for me a little, in certain moments. But I liked it overall. And then the finale, maybe we don't know, is the Glep episode 8, the Glep ep. This was a perfect way to maybe end this season. So coming off of my of the Schmoogles episode, the Glep ep was a amazing finale. With seeing the backstory on Glep, I saw this one guy say that it wasn't what they should have had, like more like little segments of like Glep's adventures through time, and I completely understand that, like his life. But I think the segments were really funny that they showed. And then just the guy, the blackface guy with the rotoscoping, saying that you started the bubonic plague, which was hilarious. You got to get out, get the F out. That was great. And then when he walks back into Smiling, the building of Smiling Friends, just everything's awry. Charlie's like all eroded, and Pim's taped up on the ceiling. Alan's screaming his head off. Mr. Boss like has an arrow in the eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to come back? And meeting Mr. Boss for the first time was like starting the business, like making Mr. Boss smile was a treat. I loved it. So the animation quality definitely like stepped up their game. Overall, I think this season is just an A+. I think that like what I remember from the last couple seasons, that this is definitely an A+, like a step up. I mean, I think the first two seasons are A+. I mean, are just good at what they can do, and I think the best episode here is the Curse of the Halloween Witch. I think is like the highest rated, and then Squid Returns is next. I'm just looking at the ratings here on IMDb. No, the Glepep is next after the Halloween Witch, which I would kind of agree with. Then Squid Returns. Squid Returns and the Glepep are kind of like those two funny ones for me. And the holidays. I like that they did like a holiday episode with the Glepep. So that was really great. I would not put Schmoogle's above the Pam and Charlie Save Mother Nature. I would put that one next because I just like the whole thing where Glep says his first word in the in the Mother Nature episode, like I want the hot dog. And then like I wanted the hot dog thing, and then we're like, Alan's like I'm on vacation, and the whole cookie thing, like where do I assign? That's one of my favorite lines. I use them like where do I assign? Mr. Boss. And then the line from the first episode is also one of my favorites, where Mr. Boss is like, Helen, we are so effed. I'm not going to say that word on YouTube, but great lines, great animation. Great episodes. Great jokes too throughout the season. So I highly recommend it. I'm binging this season, the 8 episodes, this weekend when my friend comes over because he has not seen it yet. So I'm very excited to watch this with him this weekend. It's for that week Schmoogle's episode. I'll give this season a 9 out of 10 and an A+ letter score. So that's all for now. That's my review of Smiling Friends. Season 3, full review of Season 3, the 8 episodes. Maybe there's a couple more coming, we don't know, but that'd be great if there were, but I bet somebody's not telling the truth. I think they took down their posts because they know it's not happening. I don't know, that's my thought. Let me know what you thought of these episodes of Smiling Friends. Let me know in the comments below. Did you watch them? Did you not like them? What did you like or not like about the season if you did watch it? Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the stream. Peace out, everyone. Bye.